Okay, let's be honest for a second. If you've ever looked at lighting gear and thought, I don't know what it is, I don't know what this is used for, I want to create this look, but I have no idea how, we have been there as well. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is the simple pieces of equipment that you can use to get started with dramatic sports portraits and what we use and what we love. It is Emily, by the way, with E250 Photography. Erin is not here with us today, but I am excited to talk you through all of the pieces of equipment that we love and use for our dramatic sports portraits and let you in on what they're used for and when we use them as well. All right, now don't forget, for the best photography tips and tricks, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell for notifications of future videos. All right, so the first main important thing that you need when you are doing dramatic sports portraits is some sort of strobe. And now we have and used Westcott strobes for the longest time, and we absolutely love them. Their customer service is amazing. The quality is amazing. We haven't had any issues. If you ever do have issues though, I know their customer service is fantastic as well. The strobes we like to use, we have a few different ones, but our main ones we like to use are the FJ250 and the FJ400 too. Now the difference between those two is the 250 has less power and the 400 has more power. Now, we did do a video all about the difference between the two, so make sure to check that one out as well. But the big difference between the two is the power. Now, majority of your sessions, you are going to be fine and get away with the 250 just fine. It's a more reasonably priced product as well, which is great. It's great for the rim lights you might use. You could use a 400 for the main light, but majority of the time, if you are shooting indoors or outdoors, not middle of the day, not huge teams, your 250 is going to do the trick at all times, which is really fantastic. So if you are wanting to get started and you want to keep it really simple, you can get started with this dramatic sports portrait look with one strobe. With one strobe, you can get that moody dark background, and then you can add more as you want. But you could start with the 250, and it's the most reasonably priced one, and then there you could add in more as you go, which is great. And the cool thing about these Westcott strobes is they all share the same battery, which is huge because then you can switch back and forth between them. They all sync together really well, which is fantastic as well. We also have an 800 we use sometimes, and they all work together beautifully, which is great. Now, along with a strobe, you are going to want something called a trigger, and a trigger is something that goes on your camera body and talks to your strobes, tells your strobes to light up for you when you're taking the picture. Now, pictured here is a Westcott strobe that we love and use. This is a really cool one. It's a newer one that Westcott offers. It's touchscreen, which I love. Super easy to use. There are two different ones. There's a multi-brand one, which you can get, or if you are a Sony user, they have a specific one for Sony. Now, they also have a different trigger that I'm going to show you as well. Either of those would totally be fine, but you do need a trigger to talk to your strobes, right, in order to get that look. All right, so you have a trigger, you have a strobe. Now you need some sort of modifier to put on that strobe, and modifiers can give you so many different looks. So I'm going to walk you through, and I'll show you these pieces of equipment as well and talk a little bit more about them then, but I want to just kind of walk you through the ones we love and use. So one of our favorite modifiers is a large umbrella, and all of the links of the things we're talking about are going to be in the description below, so make sure to check that out. A large umbrella is our favorite for indoor shoots because it gives a really nice soft look, and I'll talk more on that later as well when I show you. A beauty dish is one of our other favorites. We love using this. We use this pretty much all the time when we're doing any outdoor shooting. Sometimes we also use it for indoor shooting just because it's more smaller and compact and easier to carry around, which is great. The third type of modifier we use is a deep focus reflector. And a lot of times we'll use a deep focus reflector to get more of like a targeted look, or we'll use it as our rim lights behind our subject. You can use it for a lot of different things though. All of these modifiers are great, and really any one of these is a great starting point. So if you want to keep it super simple, a trigger, a strobe, and one modifier will get you started with the dramatic sports portrait look. All right, now often we get asked, how do you create the smoke and fog look, the colored smoke and fog look? And I'm gonna kind of talk about a few pieces of things we use for that. But again, if you're just getting started, this is not a place you need to go right away. But if you wanna dabble with it and you have more than one strobe, fantastic. This is a really cool thing. So the first thing you need in order to create that smoke and fog look would be some sort of gels. These are Westcott Flexi Gels Vivid Pack, and I'm gonna show you them as well, besides just in this picture here, but these are fantastic because they are easy to use and they don't get all messy like previous gels we've used in the past. So we really, really like these. But this is going to be put on your strobe, and this is what's going to help create that colored smoke look behind your subject. Okay, so you may have seen these types of gels before that are little sheets of paper that you can use. The thing about them is they get stuck together. They're hard to deal with, hard to keep organized. So we have found and loved these flexi gels that Westcott offers. So I would highly suggest those, and I'm gonna show those to you in a little bit here. Okay, now in order to get the smoke look, right, we have the color, but now we want the smoke look. There's a couple different things you can use. We use both, we love both. One is just a fog machine, and that is linked below. And the other one's atmosphere aerosol, and that just comes in a can and you spray it behind your subject, between your subject and the light. And with that color gel, it's going to light it up just like you see here in this picture and give you that beautiful colored smoke look in your background. Okay, so let's jump in. I'm gonna show you a little behind the scenes of all of these pieces of equipment so you can kind of get a feel for what those do and how you can use them for your sessions.
Okay, so I am in my garage now. This is the best place to do it right now. So hopefully it's not too noisy and the sound sounds okay. So let's walk you through the different pieces of equipment that we like to use. I talked about in the video just now. Okay, so the first thing that I talked about are the strobes. So here is the FJ250 strobe that we like to use. The nice thing about the 250 is it's really easy to carry because it's a lot lighter than the other ones. The really cool thing about Westcott is they come with a super nice carrying case, really, really easy to lug along to sessions. So that's what we love, but the first thing you would need would be a strobe like this. Okay, so along with your strobe, you would need some sort of trigger that connects to your camera. The one I showed you in the video comes with a super nice carrying case with Westcott, which we love. And it's super easy to hook up and use because of the touchscreen. We love, love, love that. But I love the carrying case as well. Another one that they have, which works exactly the same, looks like this, does the same job. Both are great. We love both. We use both. All right, now let's talk modifiers. So like I said, this is one of our favorite modifiers. It's the Westcott umbrella. It's a 7-foot umbrella. So I will show you what this looks like open. But again, really nice carrying case, easy to hold on to and bring along to a session, and really light. Okay, so this is the umbrella. It's hard to see here, but it is massive, which is super nice. Really easy to connect to your strobe. This piece just goes through your strobe. And then there's also, I'm gonna show you, I just need to set this down. This doesn't hurt you when you take it down, which is super nice as well. There's also a diffuser you can buy. So it's just a piece that looks like this that you wrap around your umbrella to really make some soft, even light. And like I said, we love, love, love this for our indoor like gym shoots, anything indoor. We are almost always using this diffuser along with the big umbrella. All right, one piece of equipment I unfortunately don't have, it's in a storage shed right now, is our beauty dish that we like to use. The beauty dish is much smaller, but it's great for indoor, a little more dramatic look because it's more targeted light. Or it's really great for outdoor. We use it almost all the time outdoors. So it's another really great one to have as well. All right, another one we absolutely love, and we use this a lot of times, like I said, for our rim lights behind the subject. These are really, really nice. They can give a really dramatic look. As you can see, they're a lot smaller than the large umbrella, so they're going to give a really more targeted look, which is really great. These are deep focus reflectors. They're Westcott. They're fantastic. Really easy to carry around as well. Okay, so now as far as the colored smoky look, we use, like we said, we use these gels. Again, the great thing about these gels that we talked about is they're super easy and they don't get messy. Really cool thing. They come with a nice carrying case to put them in. And then they are just a bunch of different colored gels. really easy to pop onto your light to get that colored look. And then as far as the smoky look, I don't have our fog machine with us right now, but the fog machine is great. It's linked below. And the other thing you can use is something called atmosphere aerosol. And again, you just spray this between your light and the subject to get that smoky look with that colored gel in place as well. And then one thing I wanted to talk about that we do not currently have of Westcott, but we're looking to get is a carrying case, a rolling carrying case that you can put in multiple strobes into or other equipment into if you are going in the middle of the football field and you don't want to carry it all and take multiple trips. Those carrying cases are really fantastic, and I'll link those below as well.
All right, so hopefully that was helpful in helping you understand maybe what you need or what you want to get started. And remember, all of the links are in the description below, so make sure to check that out. And we hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done that already, and we will see you next time.